Are you investing for dividends or for growth? Do you know the difference? If not, then this is a video to watch to help you understand the difference. Hi guys, my name's Matt and I'm a 21-year-old uni student who loves talking about personal finance in my spare time. So before I get into the definitions of what a dividend stock and a growth stock is, it's really important to understand why are you actually investing. For example, what are your goals? Are you investing for 1 to 2 years, 5 to 10 years, or anywhere up to 30, 40, 50 years? As this is going to affect which kind of investment you want to make, whether that be dividend or growth. We'll come back to this, but first of all, let's clear up some definitions. So first of all, what is dividend investing? Well, dividend investing is also known as income investing, and this is because a company gives you a dividend as a reward for keeping a share of that company. For example, Apple, Microsoft, all the big companies pay out dividends each year for you as a shareholder keeping their stock. One example is Johnson & Johnson, who create all the pharmaceutical products you could ever imagine, have increasingly been giving their shareholders dividends since 1963. These dividends count as sources of income, so in theory if you had enough of them you could live off them, and these dividends come from the profits of companies. So let's say Apple makes £10 million profit in a year, it will then pay a percentage of that to their shareholders. Each stock is different with the amount of dividends they will pay out. For example, one company might pay 3 or 4%, one might pay 1%. So if you invested £1,000 into a range of stocks, you'll get differing amounts of dividends. Also, there's no guarantee. Sometimes companies aren't obliged to give you a dividend every single year. So one year they might not decide not to pay you. So it's completely up to the company. So there is dividend investing. Dividends are a source of income, and the companies give you a reward for owning their stock. Now let's go on to growth investing. Growth investing is also sometimes referred to as accumulation investing. This is because it does what it says on the tin. You're not investing to earn a source of income, you're simply investing because you think that stock price will grow in the future. For example, let's say you buy company X and you think in 10 years time that company will be 4 times the value. So you're purely investing for the fact that you think it's going to grow in the future. Therefore, you don't make any gain until you sell that share. So let's say you've had it for 10 years and you sell it and you either make a gain or a loss. During that time, you haven't got any kind of dividends or any kind of benefit for investing in that stock. That's why you're purely speculating that it's going to grow in the future, hence the name growth stock. However, the benefit for this is that the dividends that would have been paid out to you are then reinvested back into the company. So let's take the Apple example of them making £10 million, which is nothing for Apple. Those dividends that they could have paid out to you, 2, 3, 4 million, they then put that back in the company to reinvest. This will hopefully allow the business to grow more, and also it will benefit from the effect of compounding over time. So that was what a dividend investing and what a growth investing is. But how do you actually tell which fund is which? So if you're investing in individual stocks, you can just see whether that company pays out dividends or not. If they don't, then you're just investing for growth. But with a fund, which is a collection of stocks, you have to check whether it is an income fund, which they pay dividends for, or an accumulation fund, which is a growth fund. So after all of this, you're probably wondering, Matt, what is the best? Do I invest in dividend paying stocks? Do I invest in growth stocks? And the answer is, I can't tell you that because everyone's individual situation is different. However, what I can say is data shows that dividend paying stocks typically outperform growth stocks, and also they provide a source of income. So personally, that's what I'd be going for because it will give me a steady source of income later in life. I hope that's of some use. So just remember, dividend is for a source of income and growth is purely, you don't get anything for your trouble until you sell right at the end. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next week on Friday for a new video, and just remember, learn more to earn more.